Portuguese.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our Portuguese homestead. So today we want to show you something very exciting. This might not look familiar for you because it isn't. We've never shown you this before. We only recently bought it. But we bought a small vineyard in our area and we bought it for a couple of reasons.
Yeah, well, the main reason is that we want to start keeping bees, and our neighbor at our place has a lot of bees, 70 hives I think, so there's not a lot of room to add more in the area, and then you have to go outside of a ring of at least 1 kilometer. And that's what we found, yeah, so we went ahead. And the second reason is that we also can start our journey into winemaking.
Yes, which is very exciting.
Yeah, it's one of those natural products of Portugal that yeah, we don't have on our plots, or not a lot, and here we have loads, I think over 100
yeah, I think many more
plants.
We'll have to count them in the future. But this is only the first time that we're here since we signed for it last week.
Yeah.
Just to kind of give you an introduction to into our new project. And like Martin said, we're gonna keep bees here, and we're gonna do that together with a company in the Netherlands and a beekeeper here locally. And they're gonna show us and teach us everything that we need to know about beekeeping, and then the honey is gonna go to the Netherlands, where it's gonna be part of a new product called hot honey, which is all natural, and they wanted to work with us specifically because here, this region, this part of central Portugal is very much known for its good honey. It's excellent honey because there's such a wide array of wildflowers and different kind of microclimates, and it's some of the best honey around.
Well, it is the best honey because we're making it, so it's the best honey.
So we'll be working with them, with the beekeeper and hot honey, to kind of get this going, and then for us a good little side project is the wine, which I'm very excited about. The old owner said he has a couple different plots here in the area, and this was one of his best, but a little bit out of his way to keep it on.
Yeah.
So we got it. It's not very big. It's a little less than an acre. How much is an acre?
It's an acre.
It's an acre.
Yeah.
So, and there's a couple olive trees and an orange tree that needs a lot of loving, but yeah.
Well, Puck already started on her first here, so she's content.
It still has some oranges, but it needs some work.
Yeah.
As to the vines, so we're gonna also take you along in how we're gonna trim them and everything, and it obviously needs some stripping as well.
Yeah. But a wild boar has come through, because as we stand here, everything is flat and not in the background so much, but around the camera, and that's already been plowed through by a javelot. So yeah, I'm excited to get started and get this place up.
Have some more work to do.
Yeah, more stripping.
always fun.
Yeah.
So anything else?
Anything else? Well, yeah, we'll probably get them the first hives by the new year, I think, or
Yeah.
maybe in the beginning of January.
Yeah,
And we'll
somewhere next month.
Yeah, we'll start slowly with 3 hives, and then hopefully once we get them established here, we might be able to split them in spring and
Yeah.
get some more. But that all depends on how good of a beekeepers we are, and but
Yeah.
we'll bring you along, and
Yeah.
we are very excited about it, and yeah, I hope you are too.
It's a great new venture for us.
Yeah.
Nee, papa zal nooit over mama heen rijden.
Was het?
De batterij is bijna leeg.
Ja, Martin. Martin. Martin.
Om de grond open te trekken werkt het wel goed. Nu, met de grond zo. Dit was echt...
Louis wil er ook bij!
Hou eens op, man. Wat doe je? Ophouden.
So, to explain what we have done today, as you will have seen,
I have done today.
you have done today, we're expanding the garden. That's why we were changing the fencing and stuff. But before we wanted to finish the fencing, yes, we are now those people who do many things at once and never finish anything. But the garden, we're gonna expand it onto the whole terrace. That's why we moved the fencing. But the new part, but also the old part, still had some stumps in there.
Yeah.
From pine trees that we chopped this year and last year. So one of the project this morning was take those stumps out, as you will have seen.
Well,
or
the
will see.
actual thing was that we had to figure out whether the digger would still start because we hadn't used it in a couple of months. And you know, with machinery that's not all great, but time got a little bit away from me. So that was the first hurdle that we had to cross or jump, and well, it worked.
It worked.
Yeah, it needed to warm up a little bit, and then it was easy to put it to work. And then we started digging, and of course then you can never stop. So got rid of all the stumps in the garden.
Yeah.
And some were still a little bit longer. that didn't make much of a difference. I needed to dig in anyways. Maybe because these trees were still quite alive, or at least
Yeah, it was only
recently dead.
Yeah.
That they didn't rot too much, so it was still very sturdy into the ground.
Yeah, especially that one.
The only one, yeah.
Yeah.
The rest was 10,
Fine.
15 minutes work, and that one took half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then secondly, well, you can see it's looking beautiful. And we put on some shade netting just around the last couple cabbages that we have. So the chickens can already come in here and
Yeah.
start digging. They were not scared of the digger
No.
at all.
I was hoping that they would be, so I could have some peace and quiet, but they would actually put and reach beyond the scoop to get a worm or something, and the only thing I had to do was put the bucket down, and then they would have been decapitated, and we would have chicken
Yeah.
for dinner.
Yeah.
But no, all in all,
They're still alive,
they're
all of
all,
them.
all alive. And so is Puck.
Yeah.
And we got rid of the huge sediment mountain next to the well. That's also now flattened out and not as
Yeah.
easy to climb up on the wall for Puck. And
So that it's not a ramp onto the wall
no.
of the well.
Yeah. So that is pretty much all that we have to do here in the garden, digging wise. And now
Onto the pond.
onto the pond
Yeah.
tomorrow.
And all
If
this,
it's not raining too much.
I heard something. And all this is really winter work because the ground is super soft with all the rain now. And so all the digging, you don't want to do it in summer.
No.
You do it in winter.
Yeah.
So that's why we use the days that are not rainy. It's not sunny today, but it's not raining. So that's why we did some digging. And then next up, we're gonna finish the fencing and we're gonna start rototilling everything. Well, lining out the beds and then rototilling and then
Hopefully we're
on to the next season.
yeah we're ready for the next season, which starts somewhere in January, February.
Yeah.
With the first planting, and, so it's an early start.
So that's it for this week. Next week is Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. We don't really celebrate Christmas, but if you do, I hope you enjoy it. I know it's a little bit different than other years, but I hope you still get some
There's also people celebrating Hanukkah.
Hanukkah, all the celebrations you want to do them. We'll just be here on the farm working inside.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make a special dinner, maybe not. We'll see how it goes with extra videos. I might do one if I have time. And otherwise, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Thumbnail.